in my brain. If you don't want me anymore, guess I'll show myself to the door. So many things wanted to say, guess they'll always be stuck in my brain. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Thank you.
Whoa, hey, thank you, Billy from the Riptide Phantoms. That was Not So Automatic, and that was actually recorded during our first Long River showcase at Community Cultivation Network. Yeah, that was one of the first things I've done there after moving out of the original living room set of Long River Sessions. But let me just say, welcome to the Houston Collective on KPFT 90.1 FM, where we bring you the best of local talent right here in Houston. I'm your host, Masaya, the video dude. And today we have a very exciting lineup. It's probably going to be one of the most different episodes, and also the first episode of the Houston Collective. We generally showcase lots of the local talent here in Houston, and the format will generally run with starting off with the KPFT sessions, where we showcase and record and film, because I'm the video dude, at KPFT on 4504 Caroline Street. And artists come in and do an acoustic set, a very stripped down version of most of their songs. It'll be either a solo. Oh, excuse me, I had to clear my throat a little bit. But it'll be a solo or a duo act, a stripped down version of their songs in the studio. And we'll be talking about how they got into music and how the Houston music scene has been treating them. And as my first guest, I will say that I was a little cringy because I didn't really know how to do it, since this is my first radio show by myself. And we featured Tom Foti. He's usually my guinea pig for every project and idea that I have. And he also used to play a lot gigs all over Houston, and he was also my guinea pig for the Long River Sessions back during the pandemic. Yeah, he was the first guy there. We really didn't know what we were doing, but it turned out to be a great thing, because now we're here on KPFT 90.1 FM while I'm just yammering along to myself and trying to explain to everybody, to all our listeners, on how this thing works out. But let's just get right into it. Yeah, don't mind me, but listen to Tom Foti. He has an amazing story, and all his stuff just sounds great. I mean, I'm biased, but maybe you can guys, the audience, can tell me how it works out. So here we go. Let's get right into it. Hey, what's going on? This is Masaya, the video guy, with Rico in the house doing the audio, and Marlon assisting with the audio. We're filming our first and recording our first pilot episode called the KPFT Sessions. In the house today, we have a very good friend of mine. I filmed a lot of his stuff. We can talk forever, so we're going to try and keep it within 27 and a half minutes. I don't know if I can do a better introduction other than this is one of my best friends. Tom?
I feel the same way, Masaya. One of my best friends.
Please give us a tiny intro to what you do, or what you are in Houston, and then let's get right into it.
I'm a singer and a songwriter. I'm a novelist, even though my novels are not posted yet. I was an actor back in New York. Did some extra work on TV shows and movies. That was a blast. I was an activist. Try to do anything that makes me feel alive, which is why I'm happy being here at KPFT today. Every time I put KPFT on the radio, I feel more alive. So there you are. And the songs I'm going to do today, because we've done so many songs, different ones, reasons I wrote. A couple songs for my two daughters, and a couple songs probably in that greater theme. Okay?
Awesome. So what's your first track today?
It's called Everything Positively Cool. I wrote it for my younger daughter when she was 8 years old.
Awesome. Let's hear it.
Oh, let's hear it, huh? All right, let's do it. Morning time and I feel so alive when I'm with you. And there's a music that plays all around through all you do. I look into your eyes and I see the blue sky. And if you give me a smile, I go soaring so high. And there's a river behind all the games that we both play. Laughing, bobbing along like a song throughout the day. So draw a picture with wonders you see in your mind, and all the colors you share make the world look so fine. So kind. Do 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 do. When you're spinning around, you can see the world go by. Well, that's not what's making me so dizzy. It's that you're in my life. Oh, what a high. And the storybook has a castle way up upon a hill. And you're the princess inside, looking out with such a big thrill. For all the kingdom can see your light shining on through. The fairy tale comes alive and the dreams all come true. Because of you. Do 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 do.
Huh. Hey, you know, I love all your songs, and I never. I think this is a new one for me, right? This is previously unreleased to the world.
All my originals today are gonna be unreleased. I did record this with Tom Meeks, and we put a little piano on it and a little synthesizer. I actually played it for my daughter, you know, and I believe she liked it, you know. But I think that's the only time she heard it, believe it or not. You know, so I'm happy that we're playing it again today.
How long ago was this
So
recorded?
she's going to be 18 in June, so that's 10 years ago or so. Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I'm pretty sure that's about the time. Yeah.
Awesome, man. So, what would you call your genre? Because it's definitely not something I hear often.
You know, it's funny when I put my songs on CD Baby, and by the way, Tom Foti, F-O-T-I, the songs are on cdbaby.com. You can find, and also on Spotify and Apple and iTunes. These I'm playing today they won't be. They haven't been released. But you know, when I put the songs on, they say, "What's your category?" I can't find one that it is. You know, the best I could do is folk pop. You know, the people who know Paul Simon, Simon and Garfunkel, the people who this radio critic up in Jersey, the music critic up in New Jersey, said my stuff is kind of like Paul Simon's, Cat Stevens, Steve Goodman. Now, so you might know Paul Simon, Simon and Garfunkel. Most people do. You probably don't know Cat Stevens, but
of course I know.
You know,
yeah, I was like, wait a minute. It's a Wild World.
Yeah,
I probably know Cat Stevens more.
Father and Son. Father and Son is a great song. I mean,
awesome. So, what's next on the?
Okay, let me just double check the tuning. Okay, so I guess I will tell you a little bit of a story. We got the percussion.
Yeah. Well, while you tune up, let me just say that you're listening to KPFT 90.1 FM Houston. This is the KPFT sessions here on 4504 Caroline Street. Come check us out. We may or may not have a YouTube channel. Just Google it anyway.
Okay, so I guess I have to introduce with a little bit of story. My older daughter, I didn't know I had an older daughter until I moved down here, until she was 19, and I got a Facebook message from an old girlfriend who I dated 20 years earlier, saying, I need to tell you something. So anyways, I'll skip the details, but you can imagine what that's like. It's like, oh, wow. But the crazy thing was I moved down here to be in my younger girl's life, and I find out I have an older daughter in Texas. At the time, she was in Katy. Think about that.
What a coincidence, right?
So anyway, she got in touch with me, and we met, and it was a little bit of a shock to both of us, of course, because, you know, she was raised by another father, number one, and number two, she's beautiful, okay, but the family resemblance is really there, you know, so it was kind of, like I said, a shocking moment. And so I think for a little while there, you know, she was a little bit like, I don't know how, you know, I think she said, I'm not ready for this, you know what I mean? And I can understand that, right? But since then, you know, we got to know each other, and we have a fairly good friendship, and I was going to go to Austin, where she lives, when you were at the South by Southwest, a month ago or whatever, but the car broke down. So I wrote this song for her, kind of like saying, okay, you know, she was a skydiver, you know, and I wrote this song called "Jumping Out of Planes," basically with the thought of, well, you know something, if you can jump out of a plane, you're brave enough to endure anything. You know what I mean? So, anyways, so this is called "Jumping Out of Planes." So just let me know when you're ready.
We're ready. We're rolling.
Okay. Well, I know you never thought you'd be here. The more that you find out, the less seems clear. Did your answers come with questions? Should you close that open door? Why you raising these objections? Now baby, you've been here before. It's like jumping out of planes. For a moment you're petrified, and you cannot explain all the feelings you feel inside. So baby, take the ride and let it be. You're falling through the rain on your way down to who knows where. And there's a lot of pain, it can seem like it's everywhere. But baby, you'll get there, just pull the key. Well, should you look the other way? I guess you can. And if there's nothing left to say, I understand. You can go where you've been going, and honey, it will be alright. But then you'll have no way of knowing the things that you just might. It's like jumping out of planes. For a moment you're petrified, and you cannot explain all the feelings you feel inside. But baby, take the ride and let it be. You're falling through the rain on your way down to who knows where. And there's a lot of pain, it can seem like it's everywhere. But baby, you'll get there, just pull the key. Now I must say, it can seem a bit surreal, just how much love are we supposed to feel? And how much faith does it take to let it in? How do we face another journey to begin? It's like jumping out of planes. For a moment you're petrified, and you cannot explain all the feelings you feel inside. But baby, take the ride and let it be. You're falling through the rain on your way down to who knows where. And there's a lot of pain, it can feel like it's everywhere. But baby, you'll get there, just pull the key. 'Cause there's nothing else like falling free. Okay, well, that was Jumping Out of Planes from my older daughter who's in Austin. So, very glad that you're in my life. And, so, you want to say something?
I do, but dude, your songs are, they all, you know, especially in this setting, in this new setting, everything's new, and your songs are new to me. It's giving me a little bit to. I need a little bit to process these.
Okay.
You're like,
Because you never heard these two.
no,
Okay,
and
right,
the way
right,
you're
right, right.
performing them, it's you're poking at my blood pump right here, buddy.
Okay, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
seeing
like
you
to be worse
react-
than that, right?
Yeah, well, and seeing you, perform them, I can see that you're putting something into them. Dare I say emotion?
Well, thanks. That one's it's such a weird situation being in the situation that I'm in, because I never knew about her, okay, and then I find out about her, and in my mind it's, wow, I have a daughter, right? But it's got to be juxtaposed to the fact that she already has a father. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's something that took me years to really settle in, and so I kind of had to accept whatever role I have to accept there, and I'm good with it. It just took me a while to get it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, I say yeah, and I understand what you're saying. I am not a parent at all, but I can put together in my head at least the idea of this. But oh man, it could only. I mean, your song definitely put that message through of what you're trying to get across.
Yeah. Yeah, and she did. She jumped out of the plane, and we got to know each other as time went on. And that's wonderful.
Well, before we have a room full of crying men, let's get on to the next. Let's get on to the next song. What's the next
So this is a cover song. Everybody's gonna know it, and even though my young friends here are gonna know it because everybody has done it at some point. But I said I'm gonna stick with this general theme. So I think you'll agree this is kind of sticking with the general theme. Let's do it. 2, 3, 4. I took my love and I took it down. I climb a mountain and I turn around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? And can the child in my heart rise above? And can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changes 'cause I built my life around you, and time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changes 'cause I built my life around you, and time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. And I'm getting older too. take my love and take it down. You climb a mountain and you turn around, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, the landslide will bring you down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, the landslide will bring you down. Oh, the landslide will bring you down.
Awesome. Well, let's keep this moving. You have one more song?
Yeah, how we doing on time?
Got like 5-ish minutes. Yeah, let's get right into your song.
Let's go into
the
it.
Closing.
Am I okay?
Am
I okay?
Yeah.
Give me some support. Hey, okay. Thank you. All right. We'll tune up and we'll get back into this one.
It's going to be another world famous tune-up.
Right. Okay, so this is one I wrote so many years ago, like before either of my daughters were born, and I just never had a moment where it worked, is like to record it or to sing it, and I think this might be the moment. Okay, let's do it. When you're lonely and you're blue, by your side I'll stay with you. And when the sunshine won't come through, I may cross the sea. I would if you stay with me. And where you go, I will too. All along I'll stay with you. And when the light of day is through, just close your eyes, I'll stay with you. Someday I may cross the sea. I would if you stay with me. And where you go, I will too. All along I'll stay with you. And when
Cool. Well, I appreciate you coming down here and sharing these emotional songs and sharing them with us today, and especially for our first KPFT Sessions pilot episode. Yeah, any last words so I can gather all my emotions together and act like a normal person after I leave here?
Since this was about my daughters, you mean more to me, both of you, than you'll ever know. And you're the biggest gifts in my life. And that's it.
Awesome. Well, you're listening to the KPFT Sessions on, you guessed it, KPFT 90.1 FM, Houston, Texas. And if you want to check out more of their stuff, check out kpft.org. We're out here building communities and showcasing a lot of talent here in Houston. So give us a shout, kpft.org. Masaya, the video guy, and the two audio dudes, Rico and Marlon, in the house, signing out. Well, that wrapped up the first segment with the KPFT Sessions. And like I said, I freaking love Tom. Unfortunately, he has moved back to the East Coast, New Jersey-ish, East Coast. Either way, he's not here in Houston, which is unfortunate because I miss him dearly. And I used to call him all the time and just talk to him about music and what's going on. But we'll change gears a little bit and go back to the Long River Sessions showcase at Community Cultivation Network. That was definitely a nerve-wracking day because I've never put together an event filled with musicians by myself. I used to have a buddy doing that, which was Tom Meeks. Shout out Tom Meeks. I miss you, buddy. I wish we were still working together. But if you have not heard his band Birdner, you should definitely check them out because that's what he's focusing on. But anywho, for the next song that we have here today is TrashKat, who just so happens to be the lead singer of Tom's band Birdner. But this is his solo or his other side band TrashKat. And man, the first time I've heard him on first time I saw him was on Long River when we filmed TrashKat with his full band, and man, I was blown away. It gave me like Against Me vibes. If you haven't heard of Against Me, believe they're like a punk band. But either way, I love that band. They remind me of California. But when we did the showcase, it was an acoustic version of everybody's stuff, like you heard in the very beginning with Riptide Phantoms. But again, let's get right back into the music, and so you listeners don't have to make your ears bleed while I'm trying to figure out how to do this whole radio thing. Check it out.
His fingernails were a little long, 'cause his new was a bit
Woo! That was 132 Rats by TrashKat, also known as Garrett. Man, yeah, I love that song. If you haven't had a chance to check them out yet, go listen to their full band version. It's a completely different experience, and one thing I do love about the Houston music scene is it's so vast and expansive, and so many different genres out there that you can totally catch almost every weekend. But one thing that I've noticed about the Houston music scene is it's there's so much things going on and so many shows going on. It's hard to pick which one you want to go to, and I hope to narrow it down by having this show and showcasing what Houston has to offer as far as music, and I'll always try and find all the different stuff, all the different genres, and showcase them here on the show. We have so many fun guests and different guests from all different types of genres, and trying to cultivate this home for music lovers on KPFT and only showcase locals and what they have to offer, whether it's punk, metal, jazz, free jazz, spooky doo-wop. Shout out to whoever knows where Spoopy Spooky Doo-wop is referencing, because they will be on here soon. Very soon. Don't know when. Maybe next week. Maybe in 2 weeks. But stay tuned, just so you hear what's going on out there, guys and gals. And the next one's another Long River Sessions alumni. And the first time I heard that song was at Bohemia's. This is Darwin's Finches, Mother of a Thousand.
Mother of a thousand, you have way too many kids, and every single one of them will survive the apocalypse. They will send their voices into space, such a funny place, just to say hello, just to say I wish I could live 1,000 years and watch every agenda become a bad dream. Most of what you know is meaningless unless you know what you mean. Mother of a thousand, you have oh so many kids, and every single one of them's locked eyes with a basilisk. What have you traded for your happiness? Oh well, I can't enjoy it, and I won't enjoy it, and I won't say I wish I could live 1,000 years and watch everything I say become a bad dream. Most of what you say is meaningless unless you say what you mean. How many times have I pulled you up by the roots and still you survive? Oh well, maybe it is I who is mistaken in this crazy way that I've taken now, with my bulging eyes and my open mouth and my smile. I don't want to live 1,000 years and watch everything I do fade into dust. Most of what you do is meaningless unless you learn how to love. Unless you learn how to
That was Darwin's Finches, Mother of 1,000, or Mother of 1,000. Mother of 1,000. But I'll always tell this story about Justin, who's the lead singer of Darwin's Finches. When I first met him, or when we first did Long River sessions together, we were all done with the session, and all of a sudden he was like, you know, I've always had this idea of drinking really hot sauce and singing a really sad song. And unfortunately, when he said that, he was literally at the worst, or maybe the best place to say that, because at the time, Tom was making some insanely hot sauce. Insanely hot sauce. I think what he had taken shots of was a Carolina Reaper or Ghost Pepper, a hot sauce. But man, you can see the pain of the hot sauce, but he didn't skip a beat or sing out of. I mean, I don't have an ear of a musician, but man, you were able to see the pain and the sadness of the song. It was called Fifth Ward Spider-Man, if you were very curious. But yeah, check out that video, man. You can see the steam building up on his glasses, and he flung his glasses off. But I've heard that song played live a few other times, and it sounds just like it. But anyways, we're going to change stories. The next guy is a guy named he goes by the Optimystik. Worked with him or made a bunch of his music videos, and just an all-around good dude. And at this showcase was the first time I got to meet him and to see him perform all these live and acoustic. And this one's called No One to Blame.
Had to see the lies, had to play Those days are gone. I'm not the same. No one to blame. I still remain. Where does it begin? How does this all end? All you have to know is in the mirror. I can see through pain. Cycles rearrange. I can see the rain. It's getting nearer. I know where I'm going. I know that I choose to be. I know who I am. It's in the rain. No one to blame. Those days are gone. I'm not the same. I still remain. See through the pain. Those days are gone. I'm not the same. I still remain. No one to blame. You might think I'm insane. No one to blame. Those days are gone. I'm not the same. No one to blame. I still remain. No one to blame. Those days are gone.
Man, that guy David got some lungs on him. David, the Optimystik. And that was No One to Blame. And listeners, I totally appreciate you hanging out with me for this entire hour. And also just giving me a listen. And this being our very first Houston Collective radio show episode. This has been a long time in the works, trying to get it started, and I promise, this is my promise to you, listeners and viewers, is that this does get better. I will get better, and maybe unfortunately for my friends, the more I do this, I might become a chatty Cathy. But it's okay, because I'm a radio dude now, and who knew that the video dude will become the radio dude? But thank you for being here. I hope you got a taste of what's in store for the future. Recently, I partnered up with 1810 Ojimon. We're going to be doing live tapings there of Long River sessions. We do live tapings at Community Cultivation Network. And we do live tapings at KPFT for the KPFT sessions. And if anyone was curious to see what the video part of this looks like, you can always search us up on KPFT Sessions on YouTube, Long River Sessions on YouTube, the Houston Collective on Facebook, to see what shows are coming out, who's playing, and who I'm showcasing. And maybe you'd want to see a live taping one day. And all the stuff will be on there. And not only are we showcasing musicians, I'll be also showcasing artists, poets, writers, filmmakers, anything creative, just to show off the local culture of Houston. And making the Houston collective much bigger. And so I invite you to hang out with me every Friday at 12 o'clock on KPFT 90.1 and listen and watch me grow into this radio DJ or radio host guy. And shout out to Rico, Blue, Jar, Jaylon. These are all the people that make these artists look and sound good. So until next time, I'll see you guys, or you'll hear me every week, Friday, noon. And let's join in on this journey as I grow, as I showcase the musical talents of Houston. Goodbye.